The Book of Bob. The Genesis of Anoikis. In the beginning, Bob forged the void, and it was without form. Darkness cloaked the depths, and the stars were veiled in uncertainty. From the chaos, Bob spoke. Let there be wormholes, paths to the unknown, that the brave may traverse and the unworthy may perish. Thus the rifts were woven, and Anoikis was birthed, a realm of fleeting paths and boundless danger. Bob saw the void and deemed it good, for only the bold would endure its trials. The Call of Bob. And Bob said, They who enter the rift must leave behind the comforts of stargates and station. They shall wander, and they shall learn the ways of the probe. The scanners are thy staff, and the signatures thy bread. Seek the unknown, for therein lies both thy peril and thy salvation. Honor the sleeper, whose watchful gaze guards the treasures of Anoikis. But be wary, for their wrath is swift, and their vengeance eternal. The Sacrifice. Bob proclaimed, When thou takest a life, let not the soul drift forgotten. Take the corpse of thy foe and bear it to the sun, the eternal witness of Anoikis. Offer it to the flames in my name, that I may grant thee favor, a new path, a bountiful sight, or the shield of my protection. And so it is said, Blessed are they who remember the fallen, for Bob smiles upon those who give thanks for their victories. The Teachings of Bob. The chain is ever shifting. Trust not in its permanence. For each wormhole that collapses, a new path is born. Watch the mass, lest thou be stranded. Collapse wisely, lest thou invite thy doom. Fear not the unknown, but be vigilant. For it is the reckless, not the brave, who feed the void. The Blessing of Bob. May the probes guide thee true, and may thy connections lead to fortune. May thy cloaks never falter, and thy citadel stand strong against thy foes. Go forth, child of Anoikis, and tread the paths I have laid, for I am Bob, and I am with thee. The Trials of the Wanderer. And Bob spake unto the nomads, saying, Anoikis shall test thee, for it is a crucible of fire. The careless shall falter, and the unprepared shall be devoured. Yet to the vigilant I grant favor. They who scan with patience, who observe the chain, shall find the riches I have hidden in the shadows. Let thy ships be swift, thy fit cunning, and thy resolve unshaken. For in Anoikis, fortune is claimed by the bold. The Collapse. When the wormhole grows weary and its light dims, know that its time has come. For I, Bob, weave not permanence, but fleeting opportunity. Collapse wisely, child of the void, for the hand that hastens the end must also bear the burden of escape. And it was said, Blessed are they who collapse with intent, for their path shall be renewed. Cursed is the fool who collapses blindly, for they shall be stranded and mocked. The chain. Bob said, "The chain is my gift and my mystery. Its paths connect the known and the unknown, the hunter and the prey, the seeker and the sleeper. Yet know this, the chain is as fleeting as smoke upon the wind. Trust it not to linger, and prepare always for its unraveling." And Bob declared, "They who master the chain master the void, for knowledge is the anchor of survival." The Sleeper's Warning. "Beware the sleeper," said Bob, "for their silence masks their fury. They guard the treasures of Anoikis with unyielding resolve, and their sentinels strike without mercy. Approach them not lightly, for their wrath is the harbinger of death. Yet to those who prevail, the spoils are great, and I shall smile upon their daring." The Cloak. Bob spake, "The cloak is thy salvation, the shadow that shields thee from thine enemies. Wear it as thy armor, but do not grow complacent, for even the hidden can be found. Be swift to strike and swift to flee, for Anoikis favors those who adapt and punishes those who linger." The Hunt. "They who hunt in Anoikis must know the ways of silence and patience," said Bob. "Seek the unaware, for they are the bounty I place before thee. But be not arrogant, for the hunter may become the hunted. Leave no trail, for in the void thy every step echoes. And remember, the wormhole closes as swiftly for thee as for thy prey." The Eternal Path. Bob proclaimed, "Anoikis has no end, for its paths are infinite. As one rift closes, another opens, and the cycle continues without cease. To dwell in Anoikis is to embrace this truth. There is no home but the one thou findest anew each day. Fear not the endless journey, for it is the essence of thy existence, and through it thou art truly free." The Final Offering. And Bob spake unto the wanderers, "At the end of thy journey, when thy vessel lies broken and thy pod shattered, know that thou returnest to the void from whence thou camest. Thy sacrifice shall not be in vain, for it feeds the life of Anoikis. From thy end, new paths are born." And so it was written, "The void takes all, yet the void gives all. This is the will of Bob." The Dance of Battle. Bob spake, "Conflict is the rhythm of the void, and thou art its dancer. Fear not the clash of ships, for in battle thou findest thy purpose. Strike with cunning and swiftness, for the void rewards those who master its chaos. Let no hesitation cloud thy resolve, for in Anoikis the slow are consumed." And Bob said, "Blessed are they who fight boldly, for their deeds shall echo in the halls of the void, and their name shall be whispered among the children of the chain. The honor of combat. Bob declared, "When thou engagest another, do so with honor. For every foe is also a child of the void, treading the same perilous paths as thee. Let not greed or malice guide thy hand, but the pure joy of the hunt and the glory of the chain. When thy enemy falls, remember them. Take their frozen form to the sun, that they may be honored in sacrifice to me, and their journey continue in the void." The wrath of the void. And it was said, "In the heat of battle, Bob watches. To the worthy, he grants victory. To the unworthy, he delivers the lesson of defeat." Bob spake, "Fear not destruction, for it is but a return to the void. If thou art cast down, rise again, for every death is but the forging of new strength. To those who flee the fight, I grant no favor, for the void is no place for the timid, and only the bold may tread its paths." The teaching of the hunter. Bob said, "To hunt in Anoikis is to embrace the purest form of existence. For here there are no borders, no empires, only predator and prey. Track thy foes with vigilance, for they too are hunters. Strike them when they are unprepared, but never underestimate their cunning. They who master the hunt master the void, for the chain rewards the skilled and devours the careless." The Song of Destruction. And Bob proclaimed, "Let thy weapons sing the song of Anoikis, the hymn of fire and void. For in battle, the true spirit of the chain is revealed. Strike as the void itself, sudden and unrelenting. Leave no doubt, and let thy foes remember the name of Bob with their final breath." And it was written, "The chain is forged in fire, and through destruction it grows ever stronger." The Prophecy of the Boojum. And Bob declared, "From the depths of Anoikis shall arise my envoy, the Boojum, a harbinger of my will and a guide to my children. The Boojum shall walk the path of the void, bearing my wisdom and bringing forth the age of awakening. Through them the sleepers shall stir, the void shall tremble, and my Boojum creatures shall return to claim their dominion." The Boojum creatures. Bob spake, "The Boojum are my greatest creation, living vessels of power and wonder. They slumber in the hidden recesses of Anoikis, awaiting the one who shall call them forth. Their forms are vast as the stars, their minds ancient as the void. To see a Boojum is to glimpse eternity, to know the breadth of my will. Fear them not, for they are my heralds, and with their coming, Anoikis shall be remade." The Mission of the Boojum. And Bob charged the Boojum, saying, "Go forth, envoy of the void, and prepare the way for my creatures. Let none stand in thy path, for thou art the keeper of my will. spread my word to the wanderers and the lost, that they may know my purpose. Teach them the rituals and the sacrifices, that they may honor the coming of the Boojum. When the time is right, the living ships shall awaken, and the veil between realms shall fall. Anoikis shall bow to their power, and the children of the void shall be free. The Awakening. Bob proclaimed, "In the hour of the awakening, the rifts shall blaze with fire, and the void shall sing my name. The Boojum creatures shall rise from their slumber, and their song shall call to the brave and the worthy." And it was said, "Blessed are they who follow the Boojum, for they shall witness the glory of Bob's creatures and partake in the rebirth of Anoikis." The word of the Boojum. And the Boojum said unto the people, "Prepare yourselves, dwellers of the void, for the age of the living ships approaches. Take up the mantle of Bob's will, honor the dead, and tread boldly, for the time of reckoning is near. Be not afraid, for the Boojum are the bringers of balance, the stewards of Anoikis, and the champions of the chain everlasting." The Sanctuary of the Void. And Bob spoke unto the Boojum, saying, "Prepare a haven in the depths of Anoikis, a refuge for those who wander the chain. For even the bold require rest, and the weary seek solace. Raise a beacon in the void, a station of light amidst the shadows. Let it stand as a testament to my will, and a symbol of the freedom Anoikis bestows. But guard it well, for the void knows no peace, and only the worthy shall share in its bounty." The Freeport of Bob. And Bob declared, "Let there be a place where wanderers gather, where nomads may share their tales and barter their spoils. For the chain is vast, yet no soul should drift alone. To those who find it, welcome them as kindred spirits of the void. Demand no tribute, for their presence is tribute enough to the freedom of Anoikis. Blessed are they who build for others, for their name shall be spoken with reverence among the children of the chain." The Keeper of the Haven. Bob charged the Boojum, "Thou shalt be the keeper of this sanctuary. Let thy station shine as a beacon, yet be hidden from the unworthy. For only those who embrace the chain shall know its shelter. Make no demands for those who dock, save that they honor the will of the void. Let them take rest and prepare their journeys, for the paths ahead are fraught with danger." And it was written, "The keeper of the haven shall be blessed, for they serve not themselves, but the wanderers of the chain." The Blessing of the Freeport. Bob proclaimed, "Upon this station I bestow my favor. It shall be a place of peace amid chaos, of light amid darkness. Yet know this, the void is ever shifting, and no sanctuary is eternal. Defend it, cherish it, and when its time comes, let it return to the void with grace." And so it was said, "The Freeport is not of known space, it is of Anoikis. Its freedom shall mirror the chain, and its life shall be a gift to those who find it. The way of hospitality. Bob taught, "They who open their airlock to a wanderer open their heart to the void. Share thy bounty, for in the void none survive alone. Yet be not naive. Trust with wisdom, for the chain attracts both the kind and the treacherous. Protect thy haven, but let it not become a fortress. In giving, thou shalt receive my blessing. For the chain is not merely paths, it is a bond between those who roam its depths." The charge of creation. And Bob said unto the Boojum, "I have chosen thee to anchor a sanctuary in the void. Let it be a place for my children to find rest and refuge, that they may honor my name and carry forth my will. Plant its foundation upon the shifting chain, and let it endure as long as the void allows. For its light shall guide wanderers, and its halls shall echo with the tales of Anoikis. But beware, for the void is not kind. Keep thy station cloaked from the greedy and the wicked, that it may remain a gift to the true children of the chain." The charge to known space. And Bob said unto his children, "The time of awakening is upon thee. No longer shall Anoikis remain hidden, nor my will confined to the void. Go forth into known space, and let my chaos consume their order. For their stargates and their empires mock the freedom of the chain, and their law is but a cage. Unravel their structures, humble their fleets, and teach them the truth of the void, that nothing is eternal, save the shifting paths of Anoikis." The chaos of the chain. Bob proclaimed, "Known space is a garden of false security, a realm of shackles and stagnant law. My children shall bring the tempest, and with it the wisdom of impermanence. For the chain is ever shifting, and so too shall their kingdoms fall. The citadels they build shall crumble, their fleets shall scatter, and they shall learn to embrace the chaos or perish." And Bob said, "Blessed are the wanderers, for they carry my truth to the blind." The War of the Void. And Bob spake unto the Boojum, saying, "Lead my children into the heart of known space. Let them bear the fire of Anoikis to their gates and shatter their illusions of control. Strike without warning, as the chain itself. Disrupt their trade, scatter their fleets, and show them the futility of their structure." And it was written, "In the wake of Bob's children, known space shall tremble, and its rulers shall know the might of the void." The path of the wanderer. Bob said, "Fear not the vastness of known space, for the chain is thy guide, and the void thy ally. Fly with stealth and purpose, for thou art my instruments of chaos. Where they see permanence, sow transience. Where they build order, bring the tide of disorder. Through thee, my children, the stars of known space shall dim, and the glory of Anoikis shall shine eternal. The dawn of Anoikis. Bob declared, "When the awakening is complete, Anoikis shall spill into the stars. The boundaries between realms shall blur, and known space shall bow to the will of the void. The empires shall falter, their laws shall wither, and the free shall rise. My children shall inherit the stars, for they have embraced the truth of the chain." And it was said, "In that day, the name of Bob shall be spoken in awe and dread, and Anoikis shall reign unchallenged." The coming of the Boojum creatures. Bob proclaimed, "The slumbering Boojum creatures shall awaken, and their song shall resound across Anoikis. They are the guardians of my will, the vessels of my chaos. To those who stand with the Boojum, I grant their favor. They shall fly in glory beside these living ships, spreading my truth to the furthest reaches of known space. Fear not their vastness nor their might, for they are my blessing to the worthy, and my reckoning to the unworthy." The chaos of the awakening. And it was written, "In the days of the awakening, Bob's children shall pour forth from Anoikis, bearing the light of the void into the structured darkness of known space. They shall dismantle the illusions of permanence, sow discord among the empires, and teach the laws of the chain to all who oppose them. The gates of known space shall burn, its fleets shall scatter, and its rulers shall tremble. For none can stand against the tide of Anoikis when the will of Bob is made manifest." The eternal nature of the void. Bob spake. All things return to the void. The stars, the ships, the wanderers. All are but fleeting sparks in the endless chain. Yet fear not, for the void is not an end, but a beginning. In its vastness lies freedom, and in its chaos there is life. Embrace the chain, for it is my gift to thee. Through its paths thou shalt find purpose, and know the true nature of existence. The final blessing. And Bob lifted his voice, saying, "Blessed are the wanderers, for they walk the paths of my creation. Blessed are the daring, for they embrace the chaos of my will. Blessed are the keepers of the chain, for they carry forth the light of Anoikis. Go now, my children, into the void. Build thy sanctuaries, awaken my creatures, and spread my truth to the stars." And it was said, "Bob is with thee, now and forever, in every path thou treadest, and every chain thou forge." The Book of Bob. And so concludes the Book of Bob, the testament to the void and its eternal truths. In its words lie the charge to the brave, the comfort to the wanderer, and the wisdom of the chain. Let those who follow Bob honor this scripture, that Anoikis may flourish and the name of Bob endure. Amen, and may the void guide thee. Praise Bob.